In the name I am that I am, Sanat Kumara Gautama Buddha Lord Maitreya Jesus Christ, I call forth the cosmic cross of white fire. Let thy light descend, O God, from the great central sun. Let thy light descend, O God, from the great central sun. I call to the entire spirit of the great white brotherhood. O solar Logoi, come forth in this hour. 7 archangels, intensify thy presence here and thy deliverance of our souls and of our church. We enter the heart of Gautama Buddha. As above, so below, O thou Holy One of God, manifest thyself unto us in this hour. In the name Jesus Christ, Amen. Welcome to my heart, beloved sons and daughters. May the fire of your heart continue to illumine this world, and may you know that from my heart I take a torch to increase and multiply your fire. And where it is wanting, now it shall blaze forth. And in the continuity of its blazing, in the coming 10 days, you shall have the opportunity to bring up your momentum of sacred fire until you can surely sustain it at the level to which I have raised it in this hour. Beloved, even a subtle increment of increase of fire of the heart can bring about healing, wholeness, purification, illumination of the mind, and intensification of all of the functions of one's being, establishing a greater contact with the universe of spherical being that also includes your own. Blessed ones, there is no more important subject this evening than the increase of the fire of the heart, for the world grows darker by the moment. Even so, may you grow brighter. Therefore, in the presence of such great glory of the hosts who accompany me, won't you make yourselves comfortable? Our Lord Sanat Kumara has bidden me to come to speak of the eternal flame. You are singular keepers of the flame. You keep the flame of life as none other do, for you have joyously received the gift of Saint Germain, of the violet flame, and of Archangel Michael, of his flaming sword of blue. You have received many ascended masters, their hearts, their rays, their light, and their flaming presence. Thus, those of the flames stand with me: Zarathustra, Melchizedek, Maitreya, Sanat Kumara, Bodhisattvas unnamed, Manjushri. So, precious hearts, as you advance on the path, cherish the flame and cherish its vessel, your heart, your temple, your feeling world, your mind. Oh, should you know the luxury of contemplation and meditation, yet it is not a luxury for you, beloved, for you have not cherished the moments enough to endow them with the depth of a fixed and pointed meditation upon the Buddha's heart of fire. I bring you my heart as well as my fire, and I say, yes, it is possible to organize moments and times, beloved, where there is that focus of the mind and heart on the fire of the cosmos. The meditation on the fire of the heart. This, beloved, can result in a most physical fiery sensation that can increase, that can endow words and thoughts and actions and the desires of God with a fierceness, with a warmth, with a white hot heat, as to endow worlds and bring forth the creation of Elohim. The fire of your heart is the key to your ascension. It is always the key. Whether or not one who applies shall be a candidate for the ascension. We do not say, what is his qualification? We say, what is his fire? Every fire has a qualification. You can qualify fire with anger and find yourself consumed by it. You can endow your fire with the piercing ray of the mind of Manjushri Maitreya. Yes, beloved, heart and soul and mind. How does one develop fire? By cultivating deep feelings of God and of God in manifestation, deep implorings and adorations and love that is always a sacrificial love, that will lay down a portion of the self that another might see, that another might know, that another might be more of the living fire of God. Our God is a consuming fire. Thus we say, our consuming fire is our God. Therefore the type and quality of your consuming fire determines what can be the manifestation of God where you are. What can be the vibration of your spirit? Fire for fire. Are you the lonely ones in search of someone who may give you fire for fire? Do you miss the tangible presence of seraphim and beings of light as you search the earth for friend or brother who may have a fire that can meet and even exceed your own? Oh, the joyous day when you meet El Moria and you say, here is one whose fire exceeds my own, in whose heart I can place my fire and trust it shall be multiplied by the good steward who is my guru. Yes, beloved, the lonely ones in earth are lonely, for they do not find fiery ones for companions. And then again, along will come those who seem to have the fervor, seem to have the energy, but then upon further experience and examination, these are a disappointment, for theirs is a misqualified fire. Theirs is a fire that is tending lower vibrations and octaves, not suitable for the presence of the coming Buddha who is come and his bodhisattvas. Therefore, beloved, understand that the spirit of an individual is the presence of his fire, the quality thereof. Let each one try the spirits. When you see the archangels and their hosts going to war against the dark spirits, it is against those who have misused the fire of God to the destruction of souls. Aye, it is so, beloved. Therefore test the spirit and test the fire, and do not be confused. There is a fire of hell, there is a fire of heaven. they both emit light. Yet what is the light? And if the light that is in thee be darkness, how great, I say, is that darkness? The fire of darkness shines also, is beguiling, may entrance you and lead you astray. It can be discerned, beloved, by the discriminating wisdom of Amitabha. Learn it, beloved, for not only do the fallen ones misuse the fire to appear as adepts, yet in their mastery on the left-handed path, they conceal the blackness of their fire. Yes, there is a black fire, beloved, and there is a black sun. Thus you see, your strength of oneness becomes an electrode for the great central sun magnet to demagnetize these dark fires of their endowment of evil. Such is the work of knights and ladies of the flame in this hour. You have come, for I have sent for you. No matter what you may have fallen prey to, or what mistakes you may have made, you have been tutored and you have known what is the reality of the warfare of the Spirit and of the archangels and all hosts of Sanat Kumara, my own and those of Maitreya and Jesus Christ. All of these hosts, beloved, are gathered for the freeing of the spirits of the true fire of the One and the binding of those who present its antithesis and therefore bring fear and trembling to those who either are not grounded in the true fire or else do not know that that fire is their sure defense in answer to the call. Let the fiat of the blessed heart of Saint Germain surely be with you always. Your beloved Master did contemplate long and pray to God for that fiat that is his gift. Let the fiat of the Lord be with you. It is a mantra of power. When you say it in the midst of a group or 1,000 or 10,000 devotees of God, visualize the ray of light descending with fire to ignite the fiat of the Lord, the most perfect pronouncement of God for your liberation from the black fire unto the white fire of the Mother. Fire is our sign in this year. Yes, beloved, sacred fire held, disciplined in the temple, but always tender and loving, always with the strength of the fire in the heart of the mountain, and the devotees gathered there in etheric caves of light. Yes, beloved, let this fire consume its misuses in war, in the abuse of the nucleus of the atom, and the abuse of the hearts of newborn children who are subjected to the anti-rhythm of the heart. For that is what the rhythm of rock music is, moving against the heart that is the heart of God. It does little to affect those of the black heart, for, beloved, they have long lost the true rhythm or the thought form, or the immaculate concept of the heart of God. Their engines move to that rhythm, but they generate a totally misqualified energy. Because it is not centered in God, it can be consumed, reversed, transmuted, sent back to the Divine Mother and the Divine Father. Gently give the fiat, powerfully give it, sometimes loudly give it, but always let it be charged with deepest love. Angels of the Ruby Ray and the Ruby Ray Buddha, come now, come as you have formed, spiral upon spiral of light, around this one, this company. The ruby ray is for the piercing of the recalcitrance of evil and the entrenched forces of the evil one. Legions of many points of origin arrive. They bring their contributions to the victory. This address to you is a celebration of victory, beloved. It is a victory in your innermost being. It is a victory whose portents are as a line of fire, etching the silhouette of the mountains. Yes, beloved, it is a victory in the depth of the soul and in the bonding of the soul to her father and her mother. Internal victories we celebrate, victories of the Dhyani Buddhas within you. We celebrate them, for their pattern and presence is nigh. And you may become, this very night, the focus of the fire enfolding itself. I ask you to listen to this my dictation now and again, for through it you have the blessing again of the increase of the light of the heart, of being locked into my aura, seeing absolute God reality, knowing you are able to make the call and the call is answered. We rejoice at a certain inner empowerment that comes, beloved, to you. But all this must come because you take a few moments of inner stillness each day. Call to me, call to your I Am presence and Holy Christ self to descend over you at safe levels. Dare to feel the pressing in of that light, but not too much. Not too much power, not too much illumination, not too much tenderness. Just enough for you to feel a bit uncomfortable and to sense the rumbling of the dweller and the untransmuted substance that begins to become agitated. And as you center yourself and keep centered, you direct powerful light rays from your presence through your heart to still those troubled waters in the unconscious and the subconscious, to still them, beloved, and to take a layer of human creation and cast it into the fire, rather than to be moved by an increase of light. Watch your levels of irritation, and by them measure your capacity to receive and hold light. Do not back off from the light, but seize the torch. and take from your world a layer of irritability and a layer of the electronic belt. Do this, beloved, as with a torch of fire that you direct. Still yourself in balance, and then be not moved. For the power that is given is the power that is retained when there is harmony. I bring you the joy of the contemplation of the immensity and the power of Elohim, the power of the Almighty One, filling all time and space and all planes of causation. And you are a cell in that body of God. You are a part of that Almighty One. At any moment, you may receive from the heart of that Mighty One the engrafted word. Be cells that are enlivened, that ultimately can be independent of the body, yet one with it. This does occur when the soul fused to the Christ merges with the I Am presence in the ritual of the ascension, upon which, beloved, you may be suspended in time and space or in cosmos of spirit. And you are a suspended sphere of God, a macrocosmic globule, a universe all inside. This is the meaning of the ascension. This is why you see in the artwork of the East Buddhas suspended in the heavens. They are the Dharmakaya. They have become one with the I Am presence and the causal body. Oh, such joy to be a bodhisattva in the age of Maitreya, the age of the violet flame and the seventh ray. What wonders for your bodhisattvahood. What wonders for your approaching Buddhahood. Oh, my beloved, the joy of vanquishing the evil fire of blackness be yours by the 5 secret rays. So the angel does bring to me now the scroll of the thought form for the year 1991. As you can well imagine, beloved, it is a scroll on which is painted the heavenly hues of the sacred fire. This is a scroll that moves. All upon it is alive. Flames are in motion, and in the thousands and millions of flames portrayed of every hue of the qualification of God, there is a noble one of heaven manifest. By the means of fire, beings of light shall descend to earth. As long as there is fire, and fire increasing, they shall stay. This dispensation, beloved, comes on the heels of the victory, whereby there has been established that some who have gathered with the Mother of the world on the mountain have succeeded in sealing up to 2/3 of the entrance to the gates of Hades in this state. It is your calls and the fervor and fire thereof that has been met by an equal fire that has accomplished this task, beloved. And your labors continuing on the assignments given show tremendous progress and promise. This thought form, then, is the sign of fire descending, not ascending. It is the fire of descending holy ones of God, And even the Dhyani Buddhas come much closer now than they have been before. Blessed ones, our goal is that pretty soon there will not be long room for the black fire in the earth. The black fire is more dangerous than the red, beloved. Therefore, see the earth intensifying violet flame with cosmic masters and great warriors of the classification of archangels and beyond. They gather. Thus, as you look at the scroll beneath the fire and the descent of heaven's fiery ones, one can also see the panorama of that which cannot meet or match that fire, and those who move against that fire for the false belief that theirs is better. They will be in turmoil and in tempest. They will engage in their battles and their wars. They will attempt to draw the light bearers in as they have always done. But we know, for the thought form of the year tells us, and your hearts tell us, that the fire upon this mountain will be kept as antidote for all of that. If the earth will go through a purging and a purification and a complete alchemicalization, beloved, I say to you, what is that to thee? Follow thou the Buddha of your heart, the Christ, who is the shepherd of your soul. In the stillness of the Sangha, above and beneath the earth, the Buddha awaits you. All spheres shall change. The seas become land, the land becomes seas. This is the alchemy of inner levels of transformation. It is taking place even now and shall continue. Be at peace, beloved. Be at peace. Not one of you shall be lost, so long as you do not let go of the hand of the Mother. I am the devotee of the Mother. The Mother is in my heart, and I am in the heart of the Divine Mother. Do not let go for fear or for anger. It is a mistake. O blessed hearts, none are lost who hang on. It is those who let go who must then find some angel who may take them back to the point of reference they have lost. O precious ones, have you not known the fierceness of Kali? Have you not known that her fierceness is to scare the demons out of you, to scare the dickens out of you, only to strip you of the overlay of those fallen ones and to take you to her heart? Have you not heard of Durga? How she does frighten the demons. Her children are not frightened, but the demons are, beloved. Just remember, it is the great Kali who is the greatest warrior in your defense. Thus, in the process, she will also use her fire to strip you and cleanse you and bring you to a higher realm, yes, of fire. Do not remain programmed to the fear of the Nephilim. It is a nasty and deadly fear and will take you to places from which you will not escape so easily. Be bold and emboldened. There shall no evil thing come nigh thy dwelling, if you but keep the flame of love. Therefore, beloved, it is also a year of the abuses of fire. You have seen fire, beloved, close at hand, and you may see fire again. Fear it not. All things must play themselves out. Be still and know that I am God in the heart of the eastern and the western Shambhala. The replica of myself is in your heart. When you have reached that place, when you will not be uncomfortable by my living there. Until that time, I maintain a thread of contact. Do not break the tie as you have been told. For to break the tie in anger causes the law to act and deprives me of what I so love to do, to be your partner in keeping the flame with you. The glory of the Lord Sanat Kumara of the new year is upon us. Look up with your inner sight and see the great sun of fire bursting above you. It is the sign of the extraordinary presence of the holy Kumaras and our beloved Ancient of Days. Yes, beloved, much is in store for the evolutions of this planet. Those who endure in the heart of the fire, they, beloved, shall know the consummation of worlds in divine love of Alpha and Omega. I have received and blessed within my hands each letter you have written. When I shall have concluded, let them be burned, beloved. For the lords of karma look forward to receiving those to whom they may entrust more energy of sacred fire. Some of you know that you did not fare so well this year. Try again, beloved, try again. I am for you. I am for your team. I am for the winning team of my Chelas. I will help you. I will help you not to be scattered and disorganized, to be trapped in your arguments, etc. I will help you, sweet ones. Remember to take my hand. Remember to say, let the fiat of my Lord be with me. On some days I shall be that Lord to you. Say it when you are taken to the court, before the bar, before this or that agent of the powers that be. Let the fiat of my Lord be with me. I promise you, my fiat shall descend for the dividing of the real and the unreal. Try us all, beloved. Look into the skies. Numberless numbers of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas reveal themselves as the Tushita heaven is opened unto you for a brief moment of seeing the bliss of your brothers and sisters. These ones are very close to you, not far from you. in time and space, having walked with you, been in your families. With them you have established very close heart ties. They are smiling, beloved. They are laughing. They are waving. They are rejoicing. Oh, be light this night, beloved, for there is great rejoicing in heaven. There is a great, great consummation by the cloud of infinite energy that represents the combined causal bodies of the entire spirit of the Great White Brotherhood. Therefore, a weight is taken from the servants of light, and commensurate with this, servants of corruption are reduced and bound. It is so, beloved. I am the Lord of the world, and I bring to you the love of our great Guru, Sanat Kumara. My desire for you is a new year of joy, of depths of the spirit that transform, depths hitherto unpenetrated in your own being. My desire for you is that you discover the key of abundance and the abundant life, and that your faces shall show that you are loved by the Mother and me and numberless numbers. May your eyes and smiles and expressions carry the message, I am loved by Gautama Buddha. I am loved by the Mother of the world. Thus shall you be known as children of our hearts. Thus may you be taken to new levels of the heaven world where you have not penetrated before. Now, beloved, it is time for me to be with others in other planes. It is time for you to contemplate how to bring my devotees on earth to the heart of the violet flame and to Maitreya. O precious ones, that which you do, do it in the joy of the Buddha. My love will never fail you. Therefore, do not cause a tear to be shed by me on account of your failure to call it forth. Let us sing to beloved Lord Gautama, our Hail Buddha.
464.
You may salute with joy the Lord of the world and all the hosts of heaven above us. Hail Gautama Buddha, hail Maitreya Bodhisattvas, beings of fire, beings of the ruby ray. Hail, O thou mighty one of God, Manjushri Maitreya. Hail, thou infinite one, joy in the heart of the Buddha. Hail, Gautama Buddha! Hail, Gautama Buddha! Hail, Gautama Buddha! Hail, Gautama Buddha! In the name of our mighty I Am Presence, we send forth these flames as symbols and love tokens of our heart to the heart of the Lord of the world, Gautama Buddha. May you now extinguish your candles, turn on the lights. A Happy New Year, everyone.